Good morning.
Good morning.
Why you still got your headphones on?
Because I want to hear it this time.
Oh,
I was listening to it once before, and I want to make sure uh, I can get the audio a little bit better. So that's why. But I can hear you.
okay.
I can't hear like much of anything else.
Okay.
Good
Well, good morning, party people. I don't
morning,
sound
party people.
like a party, but I'm here. Tapping his very subtle movements.
Yeah.
Happy Saturday, y'all.
Happy
I
Saturday.
am. I won't say this is the best that I've sounded in 3 days, but
But
this is
what?
the longest I've gone without coughing in 3 days.
I was waiting for you to finish that statement.
Now
I
I
was
was
like,
trying to
what is
figure
going
out
on?
how I was going to finish that statement.
Oh,
I shouldn't have started until I was,
had a clear mind,
I
clear
don't know
thought.
if my mind gonna be clear anytime. So,
Yeah.
um, Benadryl is a miracle worker
Yep.
because my goodness,
What is it?
man, I'm just looking at how your shirt fit different.
Oh yeah.
I
Your
see,
boy gonna slim down real quick this month.
I see.
Good morning. Happy Saturday.
Nothing like a quick stint in the hospital
Man.
make you
Man.
lose a few pounds.
Brother looks slim over here, man. Slim Tommy is what they call me.
Who is they?
I don't know. Whoever DJ Khaled was talking about. Okay,
Okay,
quiet. Well, good morning to everybody. I want to welcome everybody to the Love Brew podcast. Um, I'm Tommy. This is
Artika.
Artika. That's Quad and Lily's coming at some point. Pretty sure of it. Good morning, Sharon Hubert.
That Jesse.
Dat Jesse. Thank you for joining us this morning. Um,
This is
Cray,
so weird. I haven't had hot chocolate in a long
that's
time.
hot chocolate. Oh, I got coffee.
And good
Hey,
morning,
Crystal.
Crystal.
Good morning, Linda.
Crystal, thank you for your referral. Like I told you last night, time he had no choice but to like them, but he did say he liked them.
Oh, yeah. So this week, right? All week I discovered that on Amazon Prime they have WWF WWE um biographies about old wrestlers. And so
Oh yeah, you mentioned it to me, and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
like every
Because you didn't give a full sentence.
yeah,
You was like, "They got documentaries,"
I
and
didn't
then
say
you was
that.
like
I said
wrestling, and
I
then I
said
was,
wrestling documentaries.
and then
And
you
you know your boy
said
love a good
something,
documentary.
and I was like, maybe he gonna finish this sentence later, and I just kept on. And it was also when I first
Yeah.
started not
Yeah.
feeling well.
That's you doing them pregnant pauses.
Okay.
But no, so I watched the documentary about the Macho Man.
I was over here like, what's a pregnant pause? But okay, I'm back.
The Macho Man. I was just watching one on Bret
Macho
Hart.
Man, that's Randy
Randy Savage.
Savage. I
Yeah.
never watch wrestling.
Really?
Never.
You're the first person you're the first person I've ever heard.
So I've seen wrestling,
Right.
like
But you
because it's
never
on
like
in the
just
room, but I've never like sat down.
and been like, oh, wrestling's on. Let me
And
sit down.
Memphis,
Yeah. That was a hub. It
exactly.
was a big time thing in Memphis that wrestling was like y'all had more live wrestling than we did.
I remember my stepsister didn't want to take my nephew to a wrestling match.
Yeah.
Terrence was like, "I'll go."
Yeah. Yeah.
So like, she bought the tickets. She was like, "I'm gonna give you some money for doing this for me." He was like, "You don't have to give me anything." He was like, "These free tickets are enough."
Right. Right. I'm enjoying
So
myself.
like, they went, had a blast.
Man,
Ran into one of his friends
yeah.
that was also there. Like, they had the time of their lives.
Yeah. I personally never been to a live wrestling match because by the time I thought about going, like they've only come to Chattanooga like maybe twice. Um, and I was like out of it, by the time they started, like they came the second time. Um,
That's disgusting.
they had it on Saturday
I don't want
mornings.
it. I don't.
Like
Nope,
we
I
didn't
don't
we
want
didn't
it.
It was Monday Night Raw
It was
and
bad.
Monday Night Nitro, like
Ew.
the WCW and WWF uh wrestling is what I used to watch. But man, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more because I believed that it was real. Like I ain't saying that
Them beat people with chairs was real.
man, I used to man, ooh, he hit him, he's bleeding, he's doing it, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But once I figured out, not saying that wrestling is not
Ow.
real, but it's the storylines and stuff like that. That's the unreal part. That's the made up part.
Wrestling is like reality TV.
Yeah, it's that's the entertainment part, and I didn't know that. Like I really thought people was beefing, and stuff like that. So nah, but I think it's pretty cool with like just going back and seeing some of the behind the scenes things
Hmm.
from the wrestling documentaries. I think it's pretty cool, man. Some of my favorite wrestlers, Ultimate Warrior, seeing that they all started at local, little different, smaller hubs.
It was live on Saturday mornings. It got NFL playoff ratings locally until the mid '90s.
Wow, wow.
No, like it was a thing.
Like Memphis, like dog. Listen, I need to pay homage to Memphis real quick. Being a fellow Tennessean on the east side of Tennessee,
Mhm.
Memphis was a place to be, man.
Apparently so.
Aside from like all the negative things that you hear about
Well, we
Memphis,
didn't have the negative things back then.
you didn't,
No, like the Memphis that I experience now going home is nothing like what I grew up in.
man.
Like I know your biggest thing is the potholes.
Yeah, I hate them. I
It
man,
wasn't like
I
that
can't
growing up.
stand it. It's up there. Like I figured out why it's up there and up north because
Hmm.
the snow and stuff be messing up the streets. I don't know why in Memphis.
I don't either. Not fixing it when they do get snow and ice.
Yeah,
But no, I yes. Okay. Um
that's what it sounds like on
what?
here. Like like them.
You heard him?
Yeah, yeah, I
Was
can
he
hear.
clear?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Um growing up there, it was is now. There was always something to do. Like I remember when I would go to like Grizzlies games when they first came, I wouldn't park in the paid lots. I would like park around the corner and I
yeah,
didn't feel
yeah,
unsafe as a woman walking to my car.
yeah,
Going on Beale Street, same thing.
yeah,
Like it wasn't like it is now. Now it's like it ain't even just the unsafe part of like walking back to your vehicle. It's is my car gonna be there? Are
yeah,
all the windows still gonna
yeah.
be in it? Stuff like that.
Boy, that's a man. Let me tell you about the. It's two things from the statement you just said. But first thing is the scariest thing is to be somewhere and walk out and your car ain't there. It happened to me once. Uh, my car got towed.
That happened
This
to me once as well. The
like
towing.
like a friend had had my car and I came to the we was going to a party.
Hmm.
Came to the party with with Reggie
Hmm.
and man, they gave me my keys and everything like that. Finna leave, car ain't there. Why my car ain't here? What is gonna happen to my car? My car's supposed to be right here. Where is my car? Man, they done messed around and towed my car. Man, I had to borrow money. This broke college days, so I had to borrow some money. Didn't have that,
Hmm.
man. But I immediately got my car back.
Hmm.
I was so pissed.
It was probably just down the street.
It was over the bridge. We was on what is it the strip.
Hmm.
We was going somewhere I ain't had no business going. It was a party on the strip. I went and the
No, no, sir.
my car got towed over the bridge. So the second thing is it's crazy how much being a kid.
I'm trying to cut you off.
It's crazy how much being a kid. Like as a kid, we're like, man, I can't wait till I'm grown. But then everybody says our childhoods are better than adulthood.
Hmm.
Like I had a good time as a child.
No, we have not.
Was
Chanel said just randomly dropping in to ask if y'all watched Tough Love yet. Oh my
I'm sorry,
god.
Chanel. I'm trying. I'm
I've
trying.
tried to watch. Like I've started it. I think I got about 5 minutes in, and then the kids started kidding. This would have been the perfect week to watch. Well, not week, last couple of
That's the
days.
Netflix show, right?
YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah, it's yeah. Okay, let me put that in my notes,
But
man.
I've been in and out of sleep all like for the last 2 days.
Look, I'm gonna review it and be like at the end of every episode for you, Chanel, just for you because my bad. I told her twice I was gonna watch that.
And then every time you act like you ain't never heard this
Never
before.
heard of it. Dang. Tough
What?
love.
What? You pushing a lot of buttons over here, brother.
But anyway, that's yeah, man. Childhoods are cool. It's gonna be funny seeing them grow up and once they become adults.
She said I'll pop back in another 7 weeks to random it up.
Man. Uh but yeah, that like the seeing them grow up and stuff like that is gonna be cool. And once they become adults and be like, now you wish you was a kid again, huh? Yeah. I do, man. If I could, the perfect age for me would be like 16.
Why the freedoms of a car?
I ain't get when did I get my car? No, it's like all my partners had cars. Well, yeah, all of them had cars. When I
I have no
got my
idea what you
car,
mean.
and then just being able, the freedom of being a kid, but still being able to move around and stuff more freely. And then that's when I started figuring out how to talk to girls too, a little bit. I became a monster in college though. Um,
I'm just trying to figure out what he's doing over here.
I don't know. He's on his computer. Um, but yeah. So anyway, this week a lot of stuff has happened. Yesterday, Doncic, Doncic, the guy from the Mavs, Dallas Mavericks, scored 73 points.
Oh my god, that man.
Also, this past week, or maybe last week, Cat from the Timberwolves, he scored 60 something. Joel Embiid scored 72.
Hmm.
And if you remember, Kobe around this time scored 81. Like that's the second highest recorded points in a single game.
Hmm.
Um, all these things are happening. These players are scoring a lot of points at this one time, and I think it's designed somehow.
Hmm.
I don't know. This is my conspiracy about it.
Hmm.
But it's weird that they like all the scores. Have you noticed? I know you haven't been paying attention to basketball, but have you noticed like it's so many points, so many games that have ended in 150 points. Like that's all star game scores. 150 to 130.
Take this from
Like
me.
that's ridiculous. What? No,
He wants it, but he also doesn't want me to touch
you
it.
got to dangle something else in his face.
And he's just gonna have to let me hold it.
Yeah. Oh, you cool with him holding it?
Like it's sitting in his lap, but
Oh.
I'm holding on to it. He keeps moving my
But it's
hand.
the craziest thing though, man. These scores, which I mean, like you can appreciate, and it tells you where the game of basketball is going.
Hmm.
It's like it's going to a shoot first, uh, and the defense ain't really effective.
Hmm.
But I don't know.
Defensive rules have changed and way more three
Yeah,
point shots.
yeah. So it doesn't it makes sense, right?
Hmm.
But it's also like, dang, is this harming the game of basketball? Because if you basically it's like this.
Is it harming or is it just the evolution?
I think it's like for me, like I'm 5'6", never
Hmm.
been able to dunk, came close. The rim is 9 feet. If it was like 8'7", I'm whamming that thing in there. Ugh, you would think I would win the dunk contest back in my heyday, but but that was a thing for me. I love to see people dunk and do all this stuff. You know, that was the most amazing thing for me to see.
Hmm.
But now it's like, man, everybody's a shooter. It's only so impressive to see somebody shoot from one end to the other. To me,
Hmm.
right? I also like to see ins and outs. Like what makes like the triangle offense that the Lakers that
Thank
field.
you, Sharon.
What she say?
She hope I get the feeling
Yeah, I
better.
hope so too, man. It's crazy.
Go ahead, finish what you were saying.
But like the ins and outs of what makes a basketball team good.
Hmm.
Actually playing basketball, like running plays and stuff like that. That's all interesting to me. Um, what else we got for this week?
I don't know. Every tab you had open.
It's closed now
No, it's not closed. Quad has just been doing things.
because I was gonna let you have those tabs because I just got the topics written down,
Okay,
and
so
I'm
I'm
about
gonna
done
have
with
to
all
give
my
you.
topics.
I'm gonna have to give this to you then, because he's not gonna let me do it.
um,
Here, you take this, and I'm gonna take him to the other room.
all right. So things that happened this week. Actually, before we get into that, since we're talking about sports, real quick, the AFC NFC championship is this weekend. We got who's playing? The Ravens and Chiefs. Ravens are my pick to win it all. So I would be thoroughly shocked and surprised if they lose this weekend. They play all the games are on Sunday. The Ravens start at 3, Ravens and Chiefs, and then we got the 49ers in Detroit. And the 49ers probably win that, but I'm sorry, Hubert, but I'm rooting for Detroit, man. Detroit been sorry all my life. I'm just like, hey, man, you're this close. Let's go on and get there. But I think ultimately, I think they're gonna lose.
This hurts.
Not a big what that. Oh, my stomach. Now the big thing is, with Detroit playing and with the Ravens playing the Chiefs, it was so much stuff behind Lamar Jackson
Mhm.
coming into it. It's like, man, is it a bust if he don't win? Like he got his team here,
Mhm.
top team.
Mhm.
And if they don't win the Super Bowl, is it a bust? Is it a bad decision on the Ravens to for everything to happen? Was that a waste of time?
I wouldn't say so.
I mean, like they've been here before, just lost. Man, don't you hate that? What happened?
I bet one of those is her hot chocolate mug. Yeah. Okay, tell him to stop
Where is her hot chocolate?
on the table.
Lily, Lord Jesus, you want to go get that hot chocolate? Because that's bound to happen. I'm already like they got to stop eating down there. Yeah, Detroit is a yeah.
He's being a bully. He's standing at the table holding it, ready to flip it over.
Yeah, Detroit is yeah, it's an awesome story, man. Just for them to be here, but they ain't got. I don't see them having too much more, man. Like I think their season coming to an end either this weekend or on the Super Bowl. But I'm maybe 75% sure 49ers are gonna win
The whole thing.
today. I
Oh,
mean
okay.
this weekend. Ravens is my pick to win the whole thing, but 75% that it's a 49ers Ravens Super Bowl.
Okay.
Um, just wanted to make sure you guys tune in for that because I will be watching it unbothered. So
Will you be unbothered?
yeah, like they be watching football with me.
Mm.
All right, so jury orders Trump to pay $83 million for defaming columnist. That wasn't right.
Columnist.
Columnist. Oh yeah, Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh just won Michigan's Michigan football, like the
Mm-hmm.
national championship. Got hired by
Chargers.
the Chargers. Raheem Morris got hired by Atlanta, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so he's a black coach.
I saw that.
Um, so we're gonna see what he does. Hopefully, he comes in and turn this franchise around. Um, and they skipped out on Bill Belichick. I was surprised and happy for that. Bill
All the
Belichick,
birds need some help in Atlanta.
yeah, Bill Belichick is a win now coach, but we ain't got a win now team.
Mm-hmm.
But Raheem Morris probably would be a better chooser. Um. Anyway,
Why are
Drew,
both of them coming?
I don't know. It's like they did something and they trying to reach to tell on the other. What is he eating?
Hmm? Mm-mm.
Can I sit with you? It's what? Nope, not me either.
Mm-mm. Go back down there. Go back down there.
This is so funny, man. It's distracting a lot. Anyway, jury orders Trump to pay $83 million for defaming columnist E. Jean Carroll.
How did he define her?
So I think uh last year he was mandated by a jury to pay $5 million for a separate instance of defamation. That's originally they basically said that he sexually assaulted her and defamed her, and so they charged. They was like, "You owe her $5 million,"
Mm-hmm.
and it was a. I think the judge had said you can't say anything about her again, and
Mm.
immediately after that, he started doing the same thing. It said New York jury on Friday ordered former President Donald Trump to pay a total of 83.3 million to E. Jean Carroll for ruining her credibility as an advice columnist when he called her a liar after she accused him of sexual assault. Um, the,
Mm.
the jury awarded Carroll 65 million punitive damages, 11 million for the damage to her reputation, and another 7.3 million. Trump is almost certain to appeal the verdict. The verdict was not expected, just ruled even before the trial. Um, Not if he was liable. The second time Trump was ordered to pay Carroll 5 million.
I just want him to like go away, like disappear.
um,
The Trump news cycle is annoying, right?
yeah,
On top of the Trump news cycle being annoying, like it's just a roller coaster ride that I want to get off of.
it's a she accused him of sexually assaulting her in the 90s
Mm-hmm.
which was detailed in her book. He issued two statements in response to reporters, including one where he said outright denied her claims and said she wasn't his type. Uh,
I want both of y'all to move.
she then sued him for defamation because his arguments then ruined her stuff. Yeah, it's
I want him to come sit with you.
this lumped up. It's one right.
Mm-hmm.
This time period, right, with everything that's with him, is going to change the course of how America is run on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because people are gonna look at this time and be like, all right, this is what he was able to get away with. This wasn't. Um, he's a conning person,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he's doing a great job of conning people because it's a matter of the have and the have nots because there's no way we could go into court and do a third of the stuff that he's done, right?
Yeah.
Because he's only this 83 million
Mm-hmm.
comes from him just going outside of the courtroom and saying that I'm going to appeal this and she's lying and continue to talk about her.
Mm-hmm. Which is exactly what they told him not to do.
not to do. Keep her name out your mouth is what they said he didn't. And so it's it's just an interesting thing to see. And
Mm-hmm.
that he's probably finna be the other choice for president,
Dear
which
God,
is
help us
wild to
all.
me because nobody else in history, let that be Barack Obama. Barry is what I call him because we close. You know,
They are pulling out all the stops to stop Trump. If Biden was a better president, they wouldn't have Trump based fears.
I don't nah man. Trump is like the penguin. Like I mean, let's think about it,
He
man.
looks like a
Batman.
penguin.
That is so funny to me when I saw it, right? Because the penguin, in Gotham City was a mayor, but the penguin was all about himself.
Hmm.
Trump has made rules that benefited him and his peers, which I mean, common sense
I
tell you
wonder.
that's like you gonna try to if you can get away with it, why not? You want some too? High five it. All right. Um, but just in this case alone, 83 million is a lot of money, and it's interesting to see if she's gonna get paid because they say he set aside 5 million for the first one. Now I'm like, can you set aside 83?
He just needs to go on and get Tasha K on his team because apparently she don't listen to what people say either.
The difference, Tasha K moved out of the country, didn't she?
No,
Oh, she still. I thought
she's.
she moved to Africa.
I think that she moved her money to Africa.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Her husband is African,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and when everything happened with Cardi, she went to Africa for a long periodical time.
Yeah,
It wasn't a regular we going for a week type vacation.
yeah. It's just a crazy incident, man. Like
I don't understand how I told both of them no,
I don't know. They
and
both up
both of
there.
them are sitting with
Yeah.
me.
Let's see what else. That's pretty much it with that case. I don't really like talking about Trump or politics at that, just because so many like you can't. Well, I was having this conversation with a guy at the gym. One of the guys we met at the where you met
At the
at the
party.
party. Um, we were saying that you can't have decent conversations and with people about politics because they put so much emotion into the politics.
Hmm.
Like everybody has to
Yeah, stop.
be comfortable with whoever's in leadership, right? Like
Right.
it's a sense of if I vote for whoever, but whoever wins, I have to live with that. I did my part. It's like losing the championship. You did your part, and you have to live with it until the next time around.
Mhm.
Um, but in the meantime, if you have a meaningful uh reason, right?
Mhm.
To not like a certain president or a certain leader, and you talk about it, it gets to a point to where it's disrespectful. You know, it
Mhm.
gets to a point to where somebody I saw that too, definitely. It gets to a point to where somebody gets offended, which I don't understand. Where's the offense from?
Mhm.
Like you ain't personally like having sex with this person,
Yes.
or it's not you. Um, and
Okay.
and everybody's not gonna like you. That's the thing. It was like we was trying to figure out like how can you objectively have a conversation about politics or things that's happening and not offend anybody.
I don't think that there's an objective way to speak about politics because it's always going to be biased based on how you feel about one candidate over another or things of that nature,
Yeah,
right?
I don't
I
know.
just want them both to move out of my life.
Yeah.
I don't even care about them being in the room, just
Yeah,
out of my lap.
I, I don't know why they sitting there, but it's just an interesting conversation when you think about it because like look at Hubert's opinion. They're pulling out all the stops to stop Trump. If Biden was a better president, they wouldn't have Trump uh, base fears.
Mhm.
Great point. I don't like for me and personally when it comes to like presidents and stuff like that. Do your best job. Do the best that you think you can do until somebody else gets you out of there, or you do your time.
Mhm.
Try not to be racist. Try not to be biased, and work with the people that you got to work with because all of our lives are in your hand. You
Yeah.
know, you have the final say so for everything that our country can do.
Go put it in your purse.
Be the best that you can be for our country and not for yourself. And anything outside of that, I'd be having issues with.
I'm
So
sorry.
what?
I coughed and the mic was like
Um,
at my neck.
anyway,
Hit my
what
neck.
Daphne is talking about is three Kansas City fans like basically went missing,
Mhm.
and one of the wives found like went looking for them. I
Mhm.
think she died too. Um,
Yeah. Okay. Go back up there. I'm gonna fix it now. Go see what Lily's doing. Go see what Lily's doing.
yeah, it's like they like 2 weeks later is when they found him. I think the wife, yeah, this is it. On January 7th, group of Kansas City fans got together to watch the game. Uh, three of those friends never came home. The night passed. The next day, night after that, the next day. Finally, on the a woman called the police after on like January 7th. The police wasn't called to January 9th. Um,
Like she didn't think anything of.
he was frozen in the backyard.
What were they doing in the backyard?
I don't know what they were doing. No obvious signs of foul play. No one was arrested.
Give me my
Let's see.
phone.
The fiance of one of the three men who went looking for him at the house, um, basically broke into the house. Dang, yeah, that's crazy. How did they freeze? Hmm, that's wild though. So people they basically froze to death for
Yeah.
being outside.
Yeah, it only takes like 20 minutes with the way the weather was.
But it was like they said it was like 37 degrees. So it's like how do you freeze
How
at
long were
37?
they
They
outside?
had to be outside a very long time.
I don't know what the weather was that week, but my job is based outside of KC,
Yeah,
and they've had a lot of cold weather.
yeah,
Um, that's interesting though.
yeah.
I don't know how you freeze in 37-degree weather. You could be cold.
I don't know. Oh, the low was 29.
Oh, the high was 37.
Yeah, with trace amounts of rain and snow on January 7th. Temperatures dropped to right around freezing just before sunrise on the 8th, and there was some snowfall. The resident at the house was cooperative with detectives. Parents don't understand how all the time went by without the resident of the house knowing his friends were missing or dead. I don't know that either. Um, yeah, he didn't know they'd been in the backyard. So that's crazy. They was over a friend's house. Didn't know that he was in the. These friends were
It's
in
a
the
lot of
backyard.
things about this that are confusing because three people in your backyard, you didn't know it. One, it took 2 days before they reported somebody missing. And for some reason, people think that you have to wait 48 hours.
Yeah,
to report a missing person, but you don't.
yeah. You can report a missing person and be like, "Hey, I'm looking for this person because this person ain't did something that
They
uh
normally do.
they normally do." And especially if somebody spend the night over somebody's house, you like, "Yo, what's up?"
Hmm.
You know, you can't come to me and be like, "I spent the night over such and such house and I ain't talked to you since yesterday at 3 p.m." Like, we got a problem.
Right.
Either somebody kidnapped you or you dead. But you come rolling in here 7 a.m. and I ain't talked to you since 3.
We got a
Oh
problem.
man, we going like it's going ham.
We got a problem.
We have a real problem. So um that's a crazy story.
Mhm.
And I mean, like, for them to be outside long enough to freeze is a wild story. I'm pretty sure they were drunk.
Problem.
Had to be, right?
Hmm.
Because at some point you gotta be like, man, I'm cold. So I'd hate to hear stuff like that about people dying, but happens. Um, I was finna say something. I don't forgot what I was finna say.
I don't know either.
You it's just so quiet. I'm like, man, oh, that feels good. That
Yeah,
feels
it's not
great.
quiet enough though.
I mean, like, obviously, I can't hear anything because I have these headphones
Yeah,
in.
what I'm saying, it's not quiet enough in the house yet.
Yeah.
I'm about to make it a little bit quieter.
Oh yeah.
Cut that off.
Oh yeah. Phew. Um. All right. So let's get into it.
Get into what?
Meg The Stallion has come out with a song yesterday. I don't know if you guys listen to Meg The Stallion, but I listen to a lot of rap music, and she is one of the leading ladies in rap. She comes out with a song called "Hiss," and apparently it's a diss track. Apparently, um, she goes at Drake uh, for a few bars. She goes at that, quote unquote, goes at these folks. Uh,
So why did she go at Drake? What is
with
her beef with Drake?
with Drake's last album, he had a line in there saying she gets uh something about her, like, not telling the truth about Tory Lanez.
Hmm.
So that was the thing. I don't forgot the line. Maybe I can find it real quick. But he was basically saying that, you know, feeding into the thing of she basically got him in trouble.
No one listens to Meg the Stallion. They just watch her dance.
Like, man, I'm gonna
That's
be
what he
totally honest
said.
with you. She can actually rap. Once she gets past all the vagina rap, she can actually put things together that you would want to hear. She sounds like one of them Texas natives.
Cause she
And
is.
personally, I've been on Texas rap lately
Hmm.
a
You can
lot.
keep talking. I'll be right back.
Um, but let's see. I'm still trying to find that line that Drake used. Uh, oh, here it is. On her lost cut, Drake faced some serious criticism when he rapped. This be lie about getting shots, but she's still a stallion. That's it. That's the line. Dog, she's not here to even hear that. Cause I said it for her, cause I know she didn't hear it. But yeah, so they were saying all these little rap ends so fraud. Xanax be they hardest bars. These ends hate on BBLs and be walking around with the same scars. Is she basically said Drake out here on drugs and got a BBL, out here lying about stuff. And did you hear me when I said what Drake's line was? Huh? Oh, okay. He was like, this be lie about getting shots, but she's still a stallion. And like, we obviously know who the stallion he's talking about, you know. And she got shot. But everybody would say, no, I'm not talking about you. That's the thing I hate about, like, diss tracks today.
Hmm.
Like they don't say, "Hey, I'm talking about such and such, and this is what I got to say."
Right.
Everything is what's the word? Subliminal,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Um Another bar, this the one that cuz I heard about this from Nikki's standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki got on live and like called her Bigfoot. Um
You, how tall is big to say?
I don't know, she's taller than me.
Her feet are gonna be big.
Yeah. She's I mean, she's
If she had a size 6 foot, as tall as she is, it would be unproportionate.
yeah, she would seem like she would tip over.
She would tip over. Ain't no seem like.
The funny thing about Meg the Stallion is a stallion is a male horse.
Mm-hmm.
So she had that controversy
Mm-hmm.
when she first started. But past that, um, she went at and it's trending now that Nicki Minaj is like the queen of rape. And I have to show you that video because I was like,
Well, Nikki married a man
that's
who
what it was.
has been convicted of
Of sexual,
such.
yeah, that's what it was.
And I think people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
They shouldn't. So I mean, like Nikki, her response to a lot of beefs, which I hate because it's like Nicki Minaj really can or could rap. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't listened to her new album because I stopped becoming a fan of Nicki because of like her songs didn't do it for me,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But what Megan said, this is one of the lines Megan said on this song, his these hoes don't be mad at Megan, these hoes mad at Megan's law. And I
Mm-hmm.
think
Megan's
Megan's
law
law is
has to do with.
the registration of sex offenders, right?
Uh-huh.
So that was a dig at her husband because uh you know
Nikki talked all that feminist talk when convenient, then married a rapist. That's exactly it. Like Nikki, it seems to me like I've never been a Nicki Minaj rap fan, right?
I was
But
feature Nikki though.
that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
I like feature Nicki, but I would never go out. I have never listened to any of her albums in totality. But feature Nicki, I liked, right?
Hmm.
Nicki is 40 plus with kids. Well, with a kid.
I thought
I
she had a child.
I feel like it is time for us to stop all the pettiness
Yeah,
in your 40s because I'm not trying to make this a age thing because obviously I'm creeping up to
yeah,
40s door.
yeah,
But rappers ain't doing tours and stuff on the later end of their lives,
yeah.
right? You gonna be doing spot dates
Hmm.
and festivals.
Yeah.
You need to figure out how to bow out gracefully.
You need to figure out how to the quote unquote the Snoop Dogg effect. Snoop was able to relate to every generation of rappers. Now he's kind of like stayed away from the rappers today, like the ones that's on right now
Mhm,
and coming up. But he's been able. Snoop started rapping in like late '80s.
mhm,
You know, the Chronic came out in '91. That's his and Dr. Dre's album.
mhm.
You know, so for him to be able to say I had my first album like '92. I think is when his album Doghouse came out. I think that's the name of it. When that came out, but it was
Mhm,
early '90s. But '91 when the Chronic, like if you listen to the Chronic, Snoop is the main rapper on there.
mhm,
Dr. Dre is the feature, but it's
mhm,
Dr. Dre's album. So if you listen to that, that's '91. It's 2024. Snoop
mhm,
just came out with a movie and still dropping music. He said he been working on an album with Dr. Dre for like 8 months. So he's
mhm.
gonna come out with another album. So it's like for you to be able to stay relevant that long, that's what you need to pay attention to when it comes to Nicki, because at this point, Nicki is her biggest thing is to feud. Like when people talk about her,
She's beefing or has beef with Cardi,
she's beef with all the top
Lotto,
female rappers.
Meg, and it's not getting her anywhere.
Remy Ma.
but it's not getting her anywhere.
Absolutely nowhere. It's actually harmed her more than it.
Morning, J Dub.
Good morning, Jada. It's actually harmed her more than it has helped her,
Mm-hmm.
because now it's a thing of female rappers coming into the game, and they may or may not have to deal with the wicked witch of the East,
Mm-hmm.
which is Nicki,
Mm-hmm.
because you have a problem with. I don't know where this feud started, right? I don't know why her and Cardi B feuded with each other. Like, I have no clue where these things start, but it's like, to see her come in and feud with these people, it's like, dog, man, what do you do? Because they have more relevant things. Only thing you have to do is bring up the fact that you actually married a sex offender
Mm-hmm.
and you knew about it.
Mm-hmm. And then intimidated the
The
person
person that said they, you know,
after he was convicted.
that's the thing too. It's like her music's not like, I'm a fan of her when she actually raps about something. Like, um when the Barbie stuff and stuff like that, I kind of like look past it. But it's like, all right, when you're making a song that's actually good, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, I don't know what happened with Nicki's
Oh, what
brother,
happened with her brother? It's not sticking out in my brain, but I do remember that there was a controversy of some
and
sort.
to say that, man, like Lil Kim wasn't supposed to come off the throne, but she did.
But Lil Kim, with the exception of to Nikki, has bowed out gracefully.
Right. You have to at some point pass the baton.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause I don't forgot who said it, but they was like, I can't be no 40-year-old rapper still talking about drugs and guns and all this stuff.
Because if that's your life, go on, go to jail now.
Right. That is true. Like,
Oh,
she only befriends people that's not a threat to her. Like,
mm-hmm.
Megan is the threat. Megan is the leading lady in rap
Mm-hmm.
today.
Oh, it was an 11-year-old for her brother. That's what it was. So your brother has gotten convicted.
Oh man.
Your husband was convicted before you married him, and you knew
And you
that.
knew that.
And now you want to beef with 20-year-old girls because everybody that she's been going at, with the exception of Remy,
Yeah.
has been in their 20s.
Yeah. And I don't know why she went at Ribby. Like, his stepdaughter.
The brother's stepdaughter. She was 11.
Hmm. That's Man, that's wild. And now you go at like, I get you wanna, like, ain't nobody finna just come and push you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get your lick back. I get that part. But you, like, come on, man. Try to figure out how to be more like, welcome more female rappers into the game
Mm-hmm.
where they don't have to do vagina rap,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's not technically called that, but vagina is a better word than, you know.
Remy bodied Nikki and found a way not to take advantage of it.
Man,
She did.
she did. She did. She Remy messed up with her husband. I was like, dang, how that happened?
You know the interesting thing though with that
Yeah,
is
I
that
think they still married though. I ain't sure. I ain't really pay attention
um
to that.
it was quiet.
No, it wasn't so quiet.
No, no, no. I mean, like, the issue with whatever going on with Remy and Papoose, it's all speculation.
Yeah,
Nobody has come out on either side
yeah,
to be
yeah.
like,
That's true.
she cheated on me,
That's true.
she did this, she did that. And that's the type of stuff that you expect, especially from people that were on a reality show.
Right, right. But
It has been seemingly quiet.
Papoose been a real G. Like,
It's been seemingly quiet.
he's been a very quiet person, and like, the boy can rap, or the man. Like, I remember the first time I heard Papoose. Shout out to Lance, because he the one put me on Papoose.
That
J.R.
seems like a
Ryder.
very Lance thing
It
too.
is. It is. Dipset. Anyway, but this feud between Nicki and Megan, it leads to nothing. I think, and I think it does more harm to Nikki than it does to Megan. And um, I think it's a time where Nikki needs to actually look at what's going on because she sounded crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen like clips of the live or anything. I've only heard it. And actually, I heard it on the Breakfast Club when I was watching that. That's why I heard about this. Like I heard the song, didn't think anything of it being a diss track,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when they broke it down for me. I was like, wait a minute, where did all this come from? So, um, but Nikki sounded crazy on her live talking about her, because she's very animated,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so because she was so animated, it's like you sound like a hater, then you sound, you know, wildly on drugs. And that's what everybody wants to say. Oh, she's on whatever, whatever. But I just think it's her behavior and the way that she knows to come back because she's so animated as a person.
It says Remy got a major deal after she came after Nikki.
Remy got like trajected into another atmosphere in another direction, which is smart.
Mm-hmm.
Like her beginning of her career, she was with Fat Joe and them,
Mm-hmm.
did her thing, and went to prison.
Mm-hmm.
Came back, got on a reality show because and did her thing there, and then went into another direction. Like it's almost as if yes, I still rap, but I'm finna make some more money over
I
here.
got other things I'm doing right now.
Yeah, and she was just responding to her, and
Mm-hmm.
so I think that's what it was. The focus was somewhere else,
I don't know. It's just a lot, and I want Nikki to act her age.
and not her shoe size.
I don't even know if that's the thing
Well, we know her
because
shoe size ain't 13.
I mean, obviously, no, but I mean, like, I want her to act her age because, like,
Who is Mr.? That's her husband.
Mr. Petty, yeah,
Yeah. Um.
she definitely got to find some joy somewhere because the things that she's doing don't sound like a person who's happy with their life.
Yeah. It's like you sitting up there waiting for somebody to respond to some bull that you said,
Hmm.
and so you can respond.
Hmm.
You know, you talk about a person that, like, I think it's
And then if
fair.
they don't say anything, you talk about that too.
Yeah, but you didn't do anything. You know, you made this is me going out on a limb, right? You made Meek Mill feel inferior to Drake, and he gonna went sideways when they were together
Hmm.
because Meek Mill got mad at Drake, tweeted that Drake ain't help uh pub his album,
Hmm.
and that's where the beef between Drake and Meek Mill came. Meek Mill bowed out of that because he was getting murdered,
Hmm.
but um it's a thing. It's like why make this man feel that way? Um, what do you say? Nikki should just
Enjoy $100 million fortune.
right. Come on, man.
But I think that the fame and the relevancy of it all is the drug that Nikki needs,
Yeah,
and that's why she's going at the young hot
yeah.
girls.
I'm with you on Hubert that she does need a hit and Cobra. This his song is like that's her trying to get a hit. That's her trying to find something.
Hmm.
You
But
know.
at least her hits are her trying to find a hit is in the music.
Yeah, she's actually responding to things on there because her ex boyfriend was like,
Party.
yeah, he made a diss track to her talking about that like she had sex with all these people and stuff like that. And I think it was the baby and Bluefaces that she's rumored to have sex with. I think she did.
I want Blueface to go away.
Yeah, I do too. But not enough. I don't want to die, but
I just
he
said
does.
go away. I never
Yeah.
said for
Anyway,
somebody to die.
but I do think that she needs a really good song
Hmm.
um to come out that gets her everything flowing again because I mean like I like Megan Thee Stallion. I like her songs and stuff like that, but she's what 2 or 3 time Grammy winner
Hmm.
and ain't came back with nothing. It's almost she ain't quit, right?
Mhm.
It's almost as if Cardi B just, quit in a sense, um, like they need their leader. Female
Mhm.
rappers need their leader, which Megan Thee Stallion was the leading female rapper, the last leading female rapper. So right, music is to get you in the game to something else.
Mhm.
Snoop is the only one that I know that has been able to do that.
The interesting thing though,
And I mean,
one of the
like, continue on making
one
music.
of the disses that I saw between Megan and Nikki is about the Grammys, and we know that that's something that
What
Nikki
was
wants really bad.
she don't have one?
She has not gotten a Grammy yet.
Wow,
Nominated 12 times,
wow, and they haven't
zero
won.
Grammys.
Yeah,
And the new rap
50 Cent.
girls,
Yeah,
the new rap girls
they getting Grammys out the yin yang.
just come.
Here you go.
And
Here
of
you
course,
go.
she's looking at it like, I'm hotter than you. I rap better than you, but I got something that, like, you got something that I want.
Yeah,
Not Nikki. Cardi's first album was wildly successful.
yeah.
And I just don't see her getting that in the second album.
So hold on. I just thought about this. Cardi's like, cause I root for Cardi.
Mhm,
I want her to win and win big,
mhm,
just because of how much she was doubted on that TV show.
mhm,
Um, but it's funny. Cardi's like that bad student
mhm,
that everybody like. God, he bad man, barely passing. Then he finally passes, graduates, and you like, thank God
mhm.
you were able to graduate.
Yeah, I want Cardi and Offset to also keep us out of the group chat because I don't I don't care.
Yeah, I stopped paying attention to that. I hate to hear stuff like that. You know, um, that's not something to be happy about. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I think Nikki needs to take the approach of being an adult in the situation and just bow out and just say, "Hey, you got it." Because her defense is she's defenseless in this thing, because the only thing people have to bring up is you married a sex offender and you knew it.
Mhm.
Ain't nothing you can do about your brother, right? That's your brother. He did what he did. Only
Well,
thing
people
you,
went at her about that too because she was paying his legal fees and stuff.
well, I mean, like, that's her brother.
He still did it.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, he still did it, but I mean, everybody's all right. Here, I
Mhm,
got it. Here you go. Right?
mhm,
That's my brother. You figure it out. I don't condone it, but here, you're my brother.
mhm.
But you married this guy. There's
And
no,
then procreated with him.
there's no defense in that. You know. Uh so it's that sense, right?
Yeah,
I think this has been like, how
yeah.
how you met how you be that much of a hater, and maybe it's because I'm not so big of a fan of Nikki's that I'm not like thinking on her side, or that she's right or she has a thing to say about this. But just looking from an overall hip hop, female hip hop, and the suffrage that overall hip hop is going through, um, that I think hip hop is going through,
Hmm.
it's like you don't need that at this time.
Yeah.
Like, who's your leading female rapper today? Ice Spice?
Yes.
That's the wildest thing to even think of. She came out with a song called
Huh?
Fart too.
Okay.
Go get some tissue out the bathroom. Just a little bit though. Um, by the way, Ice Spice came out with a song yesterday. I haven't listened to it. The name of it is Fart. Fart. And that's who we got leading the stand for
I feel like I done ran out of steam now.
female rappers. Yeah. We got that hour,
All right.
you know. You ready to go?
Yeah, I've run out of it.
It's funny. We be like, all right, man, that's it.
Hmm.
Let's wrap this thing on up, man. Uh Yeah, so that's cool. Um, I'm trying to figure out how to get out of here smoothly.
Um, I don't know. He said Ice Spice is being
That's
sued for stealing
believable.
material.
That's believable. It's almost like the sense of I watched the interview with
I thought Ice Spice was like a caricature.
She looks like one.
Like you want to talk about somebody being an industry plant?
Yeah. That's yeah.
That's an industry
Yeah.
plant.
No, I think
We're gonna give you access to everything, but you gotta act like this
yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. It's ridiculous, man. But it's like a um the I don't know. I don't know what to say. He covered his mouth. Good job, buddy.
Uh oh.
It's a mic right there. That'll hurt.
Oh. Let me kiss it.
And I don't because I think Cardi actually can rap. I don't think
Um,
Ice Spice just says things.
these new male rappers aren't better. They not.
They not. I ain't gonna hold you. They not.
I don't even know. I think
It's some of them though.
the last class of rappers that I could like identify was Lil Boat. And he been out for a minute.
Yeah, he's been practicing rapping. He's gotten 10 times better.
Well, he should. He got a deal.
Yeah. 42 Doug is one of my favorite new rappers.
No clue who that is.
Yeah. It's he on I think he with CMG. Yo got it him. But he like one of my favorite new rappers. Go look him up. He got a song
Tell me
with
always telling me about these rappers that are like
I don't
signed from
I
Memphis
don't
and
care
stuff.
about that ghostwriting stuff, man. Everybody ghostwrite. Babyface made millions being a ghostwriter.
It is what it
These
is.
folks still got to go up there and rap it.
You gotta go up there and rap it, and then you have to be interesting
Enough.
outside of that to carry on being a celebrity.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't care about the ghostwriting thing. It is what it is because if a person ghostwrited for me, I wouldn't sell the album. I'll try, but I wouldn't go, you know. He said she ain't right there, but she rapped it
She
though.
is a good performer. Like I watched her the year she did Coachella pregnant,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Yep, I'd be winded up there," and I wasn't pregnant.
Anyway, man. um, actually, we're gonna try something new. We got a email for the Love Brew podcast. Send us like stories that you hear about. Send it to the email lovebrewpodcast@gmail.com, right?
Hmm.
Send that and we'll probably talk about it on the Love Brew podcast. Also, I don't know what happened to Married at First Sight this season, but if it comes
We,
out, it'll
I
be there.
think I'm not.
I
I
haven't
don't
I
know.
haven't
I haven't
watched
watched
the
this week's
episode.
episode. I've been trying to catch up, but it's like it's just been one thing after
Yeah,
another. Like
January has been a real tough month for us.
January has been a tough year.
Right, that's true. Uh,
We've had two emergency room visits, three specialist visits thus far in the household. And then I currently have a cough. I think Lily still has her cough.
Lily always has a cough, and Quad is just being quiet.
Quad has actually been the most healthy person in the house.
He's about to call somebody, so you
No,
probably want to look at
ain't no cough. He just been over
that.
here trying to.
I'll be afraid that he's gonna actually emergency call somebody.
I mean, he emergency calls. I'm gonna just answer and be like, "It was an 18-month-old."
Yeah, but anyway, man, we got a lot of stuff coming. Um, we getting our wheels back together, so be on the lookout for that.
Trying to figure
Um,
it all out.
trying to figure it all out. If you didn't go back and listen to this in the audio, like we're gonna put this up on where you listen to podcasts, so you can check the audio out. Subscribe to our channel. Make sure you do that, and hit the like button on this video and all the other videos. Leave a comment because we like to have those conversations, and just come enjoy this ride with us, man.
Yeah, we'll see y'all next week.
We are out. Peace.
You gotta end it. I can't reach.